in the video are for beginners who always forget how to play chess properly at endgame skills. So you guys better watch this. So guys, this is the first main technique of endgame. The king and pawn versus the king. And then this position won't be available, but this type of, so let's learn. We first do what? Bring our kings closer to the pawn. The white king and the black king. They will both try this thing. And now I wanna share you something very cool. Imagine the black king is dream. Yes, the dream from Minecraft. And white king, we'll talk about white king later. And the black white pawn is Tommy. Dream tells Tommy to come with him or Dream will burn the disc. I don't know what was in the disc. I don't know the script. And then who comes? The White King, Technoblade, joins to stop that view and do a one-on-one with the Dream versus Technoblade. Okay? The king moves, and when Dream is not talking to Tommy, like as you see here, Dream means the Black King and Tommy, the White Pawn, are on different zones. You can push it. The king sees, again tells Tommy, Techno again intervenes. And in general, most of you will go here. But if you put this position on engines, he will generally choose to go here. You have to do this and push this pawn. The king stuck and you just promote and win the game. And this is where our second thing comes in. How to do a checkmate with the queen. Here's it is. The king goes to c6. Now what? You know how a knight checks in a L shape? As I said in one of my last videos? Put it like that. And make sure and use the box. Only the straight lines closer to the king. It's a box in d4 which extends to a4 to d8. Now what? Keep this knight movement pattern and decrease it. Whenever he hits here, no, don't play b6. It's a stalemate. So what do we play? Queen to b5. So the king can have movement. And now we just bring with our king and just give him a switch checkmate in the back rank. If you guys ever achieve this position by mistake, you guys can easily say this position is actually a draw. So guys, this is the third important thing that many players doesn't know. A king versus king and rook versus king endgames. Here, the most basic is 3 words. Build a cage. Let me show you how it's done. It's white to move. Now you make a small cage and try to make it smaller, like you see here. Now the king drops. Now your task is to just drop this box, like you see. He has 2 on each side, it's 4. Previously he had 2 and 3 seats. He has 6 squares. Now he has 4 squares to move in. Now 2. That's how you guys decrease this deficiency of this number and get the win. So guys, let's learn how to do it by using 2 bishops. As you see, the bishops are already forming a wall. So we gotta utilize that wall. So the king cannot escape. Okay? I'm just showing some meme variant. You have to be close to your bishop. I forgot to did that. Yeah, and you can see this cannot be attacked, and hence it goes here. Now you see it's a wall. Then escape, you block it. You gonna come this way, block this escape route. So he comes here, block this escape route, so he cannot go back, and then put the king here. What is the necessary route? Task square, cover it. Don't cover yet. Waste a move and then give this double check, and hence you now know how to mate by using two bishop. 3 steps. First, build a wall like this. Second, rank. And the third thing is put it into a corner and mate him like this. Now let's learn the checkmate most of them misses. The two rook mate. As you see, there are two rooks and we gotta use them to checkmate the black king. How do we do it? Here, I'm showing you the basics and then I'm showing you a very easy trick compared to the one I'm showing. First, you guys will just give checks, and whenever you see a king can take the rook, move it away. And the other rook, like if you went here and you went here, you just do the one rook game. So you go here. Now it tries to catch up here. You just, as I said, move away and checkmate. But here, instead of this, you could have done this. You see the king is very close to the first rank compared to the 8th rank. So you do what? Put the rook in 4th square so the king cannot escape. The king would obviously go there. The king would go here. Check, king drops. King check, king drops. Now your task is to put your king like this here, as my king was here. You guys won't need it in general. You go to the other rank. This is useless. Don't move your rook away because the king is defending the rook. In the same way, you can do a queen and rook mate. In the back rank mate, it does a lot of ways, but the basic one is